students, let's learn about destructors in today's class. As we have seen a constructor, the special member function will be called automatically when an object is defined for a class. In the same way, a destructor will be called automatically when an object is destroyed. Destroying an object means deallocating all the resources such as memory that was allocated for the object by the constructor. A destructor is a special member function that will be executed automatically when an object is destroyed. Means it deallocates the memory which is allocated to the object. The objects are initialized by the constructor. It will have like constructor, the name same as that of the class but preceded by tilde operator. We will see a syntax how destructor is declared in the program. Same, the keyword class and class name is used, and then in private section the data members are declared. In public section the constructor class name is a constructor, it is declared with no arguments, means it is a default constructor. Then the destructor is declared and this destructor is preceded by an operator tilde and the class is ended by a terminator operator semicolon. Yes, here the destructor has a constructor and same name as that of the class name preceded by tilde operator. Okay, and this is how the destructor is declared in the class. Yes, the destructor used to destroy the objects which are created by the constructor. The destructors do not have a return value. The destructors do not have a return value, so the destructors can never return a value. They take no arguments. Therefore, destructors cannot be overloaded. Deallocate memory. The destructors are used to deallocate memory that was allocated for the object by the constructor. They are declared public. The destructors are declared in the section public. Means it has a access specifier public. These are key points of destructors. Program to show the use of destructor. To write this program, first we have to include the three header files: iostream.h, conio.h, iomanic.h to connect input-output devices to the program file while executing the program. To execute consolidated input statement and consolidated output statement which are defined in the program, and to manipulate the manipulators which are used in the program. In the next, it creates class num using the keyword class. Here num is a name of the class, and in private section the x data member is declared with the data integer. In public section one constructor is declared is called default constructor because here no arguments are passed in the constructor. Next, member function display is declared and destructor num which is preceded by the tilde is declared and class is terminated by terminator operator semicolon. Next, the constructor and display member function and destructor are defined outside the class using scope resolution operator. In main function, the CLR SCR function is declared to clear the screen. Then using the class num, object A is created. Using that object, member function display is called A dot display. Then the getSCS function is used. Then it ends the program. We trace out how each instruction are executed one by one. The program execution always start from main function. Yes, it reads the main function and the next executable state CLR this function clears the output screen. Then num A, using class name num, object A is created. Using that object, the display function is called A dot display. When this function is called, the control statement directly connects to the display function where it is defined in the program. And member function display is defined with the data type void, class name num, and scope resolution operator. Why here the scope resolution operator is used? Because the member functions which are defined outside the class. Therefore, the scope resolution operator is used to define member function outside the class. Next, the executable statement is value of x is equal to. When this statement is executing, at that time the constructor num is called automatically. Then the control statement connects to the constructor and executes the following statements. In that we have the statement in constructor. First it executes the statement in constructor. Then the format specifier /n is used. This allocates the control statement to the next line. Then the object x is initialized with the value 100. Then in display function it executes the value of x is equal to x value 100. When this executing statement, the constructor is called automatically and it initializes the object with some value, that is 100. Then it displays the value of x is equal to x value 100. And immediate the constructor is called to destroy the object which is created by the constructor. Destroying an object means deallocating all the resources such as memory allocated for the object by the constructor. Here the allocated memory to the object means here x, because the x object is initialized with the value by the constructor. Yes, therefore the x object is destroyed using the member function destructor. Then it displays the statement in destructor. Yes, then the control statement again combines to the main function. Then the next statement is gets here. It gets the character value to the screen, output screen. Then it ends the program execution. Yes, here constructor and destructors both are used. The objects are initialized or defined using constructor. The defined objects by the constructor are destroyed using destructor. The simple constructor and destructors are the member functions. The constructor which is used to define the objects of a class. Destructor which is used to destroy the objects which are created by the constructor. Thank you.